Greetings and salutations, fellow humanoids. 'Tis I, once again, your friend Pagan, and welcome back to our Let's Play series of 7 Days to Die, Alpha 19 on Survivalist Difficulty, Episode 30. We're on the morning of day 28, the sun just got up, and the thing is that we have a lot to do today before the Horde Night. Now, what I want to do is hit up all three merchants, see what they have in their secret stash now that their inventory turned over, and we're also going to sell the biggest amount of loot we've had so far. Our pockets are full, and I even cleared up some of my unnecessary gear so I could carry more for sale. And yeah, we'll try and get as much cash as possible. And we're going to start up by hitting Trader Rect, who is the furthest from our base, and start heading towards home again so that we end our run close to home. That way we could drive while the merchant is close towards the furthest one and be efficient with our time. I brought some Grandpa's Awesome Sauce and some sugar butts to increase our yield. So let's see what we can do. Now that I look at it, it seems that we didn't mark where Trader Rect is in this city. That was a bit of a mistake, but we'll drive around and we'll spot him soon enough. Hey everybody, just to let you know that I made a bit of a huge mistake. I didn't hit the record button when I made it to Trader Rect. However, I guess we didn't miss the biggest amount of content. What happened basically, just to give you a rundown, is that I sold basically everything that we had, and we just hit over 100k. I bought a few things, including a crucible, so now we'll be able to make our own steel. Bought some Grandpa's Awesome Sauce and a learning elixir, which is good, and a handful of forged steel so we can make a marksman rifle right when we get back home. Now, what we're going to do is that we're going to head to the original Trader Jen, the closest to our base, and we're going to see what she has for us as well. And then we're going to be getting ready for Horde Night. It's really unfortunate that I didn't hit the record button, but the thing is that it means that there's going to be a little bit more stuff on the episode for today, so it won't just be me trading. So maybe it's a good turnover. So yeah, let's head home, and then I guess the supply drop's going to drop, so we'll be hitting that up and hope to get something good. One thing I do believe I said in the piece of recording that I missed is that we're going to hit up the town in which Trader Rect is, and what we're going to do is that I saw that there was another Waterworks POI, and we know how to access the loot that's at the end right from the get-go, so we're going to hit up both of those. And I also saw two other POIs that I know where the loot is at the end, so we're going to hit up 4 POIs in quick succession and hit up the end loot, kind of cheesing through the dungeon really quick. So that might give us a large influx of loot. I think I'll keep that for next episode. So yeah, that should be interesting.
If you got the dukes, I'll make the time.
Hey, Jed. Alright, let's just sell the few little items that were left, and let's see what she has for us today. Gyrocopter chassis. Ooh, baby. So we have the first piece of our endgame loot. Now here's the thing. We have to decide if we want to buy the whole gyrocopter by waiting a little bit for it to spawn in the secret stash, or if we buy it piece by piece. I think we make enough money to risk buying it complete right now. We're gonna actually, I think we're gonna actually consume Grandpa's Awesome Sauce and some sugar butts to make sure to cut that down as much as possible. I think it would be worth it in this case. So let's see what else she has that we might want to buy before. So Trader Jen has a few good things.
I'm a doctor.
So let's get some sugar butts right now. Increase our bartering power by 30%. And now that gyrocopter chassis costs a lot less, this is much more reasonable for us. So let's get that. And the gas can recipe. And that... Quercetin is actually a pain in the ass to extract, so we'll buy that. And there's the supply drop currently falling from the sky, so we'll be hitting that up very soon. Grandpa's learning elixir, and that can of salmon is good too.
Remember me if you need medical supplies.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, so that was definitely worth it. Let's drop off a few things, and then let's see where the supply drop fell. And also, now that we have the gyrocopter, we could see exactly what the recipe is here. We would need the accessories, that would be the only expensive part, and we would need the recipe for the entire vehicle, I do believe. Let's see, duct tape, springs, polymers... Duct tape, springs, polymers, and rifle parts. Let's see, rifle parts, I think we have just enough. Holy. Springs, and... Ooh, duct tape we might not have enough. Actually, we can make enough duct tape. And what was the other one? Polymers. Let's make some duct tape. We got a whole bunch of hubcap mines, which is good. Let's just wait for us to have enough in here. So we got everything except the duct tape. Let's just wait until it's crafted so we can get this cooking ahead of time, and it will be ready for Horde Night. Boom, and she is crafting. She's going to be a beaut. Alright, let's also start a bit of forged steel cooking in the crucible, so that we can have that ready for any other tool we want to make in a later date. Alright, so the supply drop isn't too far away, so let's hit that up right away. And it's 1 PM, we're going to be getting ready for Horde Night, and I think we're going to actually leave the episode on a cliffhanger as usual, and start next week strong with a Horde Night that hopefully will be interesting. Wait. The vulture right on her ass. Let me alone. Stop it. There's another town in this direction. Let's scout it out real quick, see if we can't either find another trader or find another factory. I could actually see one in the distance right over the head of our character. You could see it. Those towers usually signify those big-ass factories. Well, that's good. Oh, gotta love randomly generated roads. Oh, we're getting pretty low on gas, actually. And I did bring some. Whew. Don't want to be stranded in the middle of the desert out of gas. Hey, chicken. Hey, not bad. That's going to be worth a pretty penny. So while we're here, let's go scout out the town and then head back to home. Come here. I saw you. Stinking vulture's not even waiting for me to be wounded. Alright, nothing too special in that direction. Is that another waterworks over there? Paper mill. So the paper mill is really good for getting, well, paper, of course, but also when you take apart paper stacks, it actually gives a very large amount of XP. So what you can do actually is get in here and consume a grandpa's learning elixir, and then just take apart as much of the paper stacks as you can, and get a large influx of XP right there. Okay, this is a clunky oil. We'll mark that. Clunky oil. What is this in front? Buddy's grain. Gotcha. I don't know if Buddy's grain is good at all, but let's write it. Buddy's grain. Grain, I can write. And this is a shotgun messiah right here. Shotgun messiah. Make sure to mark your POIs, especially don't forget traders. Okay, so the town is smaller than I thought, but it still has a few decent POIs in it. Nothing to write home about, but it's going to be worth a small expedition. No trader in sight either. Yep, good enough. Let's head home. Man, is that our horde base we can see from here? Oops. I think it is. Yeah, we can see our horde base from here. And before the trees popped in. Holy crap. We should cut those down. Alright, we're back home. Let's drop off a few things. Get ready for Horde Night. Alright, we're gonna have to actually start mining iron. You know? We've only looted iron so far, I think. Never took the time to properly mine it, or just about. So we're gonna have to work on that a little bit. Hey, our horde base is starting to look like a proper jungle gym, isn't it? Okie dokie. I'm gonna now work on the dangerous art of laying down some mines. Let's hope we don't explode. Well, if I do, you'll get it on camera and be able to laugh at my misery. So let's get at it. Whoa. Too close. Do we have the book? Let's see here. Whatchamacallit? Urban Combat. No, okay, so we do not have the book that enables us to walk over landmines without blowing up. So yeah, let's be careful about that. Alright, that's just about all the mines I wanted to keep for the inside. The rest we'll keep for the roof. Here a zombie smacking around. Oh, there she is. Oh, it's the pre-horde invasion. There's often just a wandering horde before the blood moon. Sorry there, bud. That was easy enough. Hey, we have to make sure not to forget our marksman rifle in the workbench. I'm gonna put one here right before the Horde Night. Next, it's already 6 p.m. Let's head to base and pick up a few things we might have forgot, including the marksman rifle. Let's get that concrete going. Oh yeah, she's done cooking. Let's see what we have in terms of mods for our gun. Not much. It's only got a ×2 scope to put on her. Well, I guess we'll have to use it as a pretty close quarters weapon compared to the others. Horde Night approaches. Okay, I think we have everything, so we could actually mine up a little bit behind us. Just put some distance for our vehicle right here. Okay, that's looking pretty decent. Now I'm gonna store away the rest of the mines that we have because, well, I feel like I'm already tempting my luck by putting down this many. Usually, in our groups, we don't really use mines due to past workplace accidents. I'm looking at you, Fab. Let's also make sure that we take a Grandpa's Learning Elixir tonight. Let's boost a few things to concrete. Since we have some extra in our pockets, get rid of a stack. Alright, 2 hours until Horde Night? I feel that we are prepared for this one. Maybe we'll get a pleasant surprise and get our ass handed to us. Hopefully not. We set up a whole bunch of mines. We got our monkey bars and platforms. I think this will be good. We're slightly better armed. We got a whole bunch of ammunition, explosives. So today, we hit a landmark. We hit the first piece of the recipe we need for our endgame objective, which is the gyrocopter. So eventually we will be able to build it right on here and use our helipad to fly out of here northwards towards Canada. And, you know, go back home. That's quite the exciting part. I hope you enjoyed our content today. This is where I'm going to have to leave the episode. I hope that due to the piece of recording that I lost, the episode won't be too short. If it is, please forgive me. I'm only human, sadly. I wish I was a cyborg that didn't make mistakes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it and that you'll catch us in the next one. Next week, we'll be starting strong with the Horde Night, and then we'll get back to looting, try and make as much cash as possible, because now we know that the pieces of the gyrocopter will be appearing in stores. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on the inventory at the traders. So until then, take care everybody, hope to catch you in the next one, and take it easy.